Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the... Alright, I nailed his ear. What are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are back at the Magic Kingdom. We were just here last week. We are back again. Today is awesome because we have lunch reservations at Cinderella's Royal Table. So we're going to be heading on inside the castle and having lunch today. Today is the very first day that it is open. Yesterday they soft opened, so we know there were a few people here, but we already know that there are a lot of other channels here. We know you guys have a lot of options when it comes to Cinderella's Royal Table reopening videos, and we really appreciate that you guys chose to watch this one. I hope we can entertain you along the way. We're going to give you guys an honest review of the reopening of Cinderella's Royal Table. Let's head on inside. Oh my gosh, this castle is so beautiful, and the colors have fully grown on me. I don't mind the colors at all. I think they are gorgeous, and I love the new color palette. I would also like to say that it has been years since I have eaten at Cinderella's Royal Table. I think I was like 7 or 8 years old the last time I ate at Cinderella's Royal Table. So to say I'm excited to finally go back up there is a bit of an understatement. So typically on any normal day, Cinderella's Royal Table would be one of the most difficult reservations to get on property next to Be Our Guest. But because of COVID and everything, it was closed down, and today is actually the very first day that they have reopened. We were up bright and early at 6 a.m. on September 11th to try and get a reservation. It was September 11th or 6th, one of those two, but we got up bright and early to try and get a reservation, and we were very successful, so I'm super excited. So here is a quick look at the menu, and this is all a prefixed menu, so you pay one flat rate and you pick from one of these entree options and dessert options, so it looks super delicious. One other thing that I want to be very upfront about is that this place is not cheap. It is not cheap at all. For both Coda and I, it was $154, and that payment is due when you make the reservation. So, little story time. It was like September, like I said earlier, it was like September 6th or 11th that we made the reservation. We were up bright and early at 6 a.m. Well, I was. And when I made the reservation, I thought that the restaurant opened on the 25th, which is tomorrow. It actually opened on the 24th. So I quickly, at 6 a.m., made the reservation for the 25th, not realizing that it was really open on the 24th. So I went and canceled that one and made another one for the 24th, but my card had already been charged $154 for the reservation on the 25th. And then I had to charge it again for a reservation on the 24th. And as of today, I still haven't gotten that refund back. So I did call Disney yesterday or 2 days ago, and they said that it should be the refund should be in very, very soon. But just letting you guys know that it is a thing. This place is not cheap, and be sure you know what the heck you're doing when you make a reservation. The difference is that typically you would have to call to make a reservation for this place, but because it is reopening and the reservations are fresh, they had it open online for anyone to come and for anyone to make. So just letting you guys know in the future that payment is due at the time of reservation, and it is a prefix menu, so everything is included with that payment that you made. And the only thing that's extra here is, I believe, alcohol. Whew, this area became real popular real quick. A lot of folks here. I can't tell you the last time I was in here. I think I was 7 or 8 years old, but this is really nice. It's really pretty. Yeah, we'll just take a quick look around the room. It looks really nice. I like the stained glass windows. Everything looks nice. What do you think? Well, by the way, when was the last time you were here?
One of my vacations before I moved, so at least 12 years ago.
At least 12 years ago? Okay, so you still have a faint memory about this place.
Faint.
Okay, faint.
I remember being told I could not order off the kids menu.
That's unfortunate. Does the kids menu have mac and cheese? Because I would have been heated if I couldn't order mac and cheese. But no, this all looks really, really nice. All right, heading up the spiral staircase. I do not remember this at all.
Weird.
Oh, look, it's Cinderella.
I mean, last time I was here, though, we also had a stroller, so we may not have had to take them upstairs.
I didn't think you could bring strollers upstairs.
I don't know for sure if we did or not, but again, it's like at least 12 years ago.
Huh. It's a nice view. It's a nice view out there. Oh, they make you work out for your food here. Ooh, pretty.
I know exactly where that is. You gotta come follow me through.
Alrighty, thank you. Wow. This is beautiful. Alrighty, thank you very much. Well, Coda's doing her little happy dance. The waiter just came down, and mentioned that we had the fish of the day, which is salmon, which is on German spatzel. So she got really excited for that. Oh my goodness. But let's just take a quick look around this place just from where we're sitting. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So a lot smaller than I was anticipating. It's much smaller than I remember.
I remember also much smaller last time we came. So.
That is very true. But wow, this place looks absolutely awesome. And this is making some artsy shots. Oh wow. One thing I will say, and Coda, let me know if you agree, the tables are not quite as spaced out as I thought they would be. Because we have someone directly next to us over here, and then we have a family directly next to us over here. So, and behind us, yeah. So I will say it's not quite as spaced out as I thought it would be, but I do see, you know, a table over there has a sign on it that says, you know, this table's not available. But just something to keep in mind. Thank you so much. And just like any other sit-down restaurant on Disney property right now, we do have a QR code menu, so that way you can go ahead and make your selections on the phone. So yeah, our waiter said that it is a 3-course meal. So we have the appetizers, we get to choose one. I'm probably gonna get the soup of the day because it is a butternut squash soup, which I find really delicious. And then we have an entree, we do get to choose one as well. Chickpea panisi, I think that's pronounced it, roasted chicken breast, tenderloin beef, chef's fish of the day, which is the salmon that Coda is getting, and then the finales, the Jack and Gus, which is whipped cheesecake, the Clock Strikes 12, which is dark chocolate mousse with dark chocolate ganache, served with raspberry coulis, I think it is, and then coffee pots de creme. Sounds really delicious. And in case you are curious about the kids menu, we have that over here, the kids entrees. Oh, they do have mac and cheese. Look at that. They have create your own selections for kids. And then the kids desserts, build your own cupcake, yogurt parfait, and sorbet. Allergy friendly offerings. Okay, well, that's available upon request. And a quick look at the drink options over here. I thought that said Twinkies for a second. God, I'm fat. I legitimately thought that said Twinkies. Oh my gosh, they have apple juice. I might just order apple juice after this. One thing that I want to let you guys know of is that our reservation was for 1:20, and it took us about 20 minutes just to have our name called, and then we waited about an additional, what, 5 minutes or so inside the atrium at the base of the castle before actually walking upstairs. So it was about 1:50 by the time we actually sat down at the table. So just be aware is that you could have a little bit of a wait once you get here, especially in the era of COVID and everything. Now that they're taking their time and spacing people out, you might experience a wait. Alrighty, so we got the soup of the day, which is a butternut squash soup, which looks absolutely delicious. And Coda got a charcuterie board. Looks really good. What did he say the white ball was?
Pork.
Pork something?
Is it pate? Is that the right word?
Pork pate? Oh, interesting. Well, bon appetit. Bon appetit. All right, Coda, so what do you think of the charcuterie board?
It's pretty good. This has me confused, but everything else is good.
Yeah, I think it's prosciutto. I'm not...
Are you confused or is it good?
I'm very confused. You're right. I have no idea what that is. Coda just gave me some, and I have no clue what it is. The ball is literally just pureed pork, which is weird. Got pickles, and the bread is, you know... You having fun over there? Struggle fest. But the butternut squash soup, absolutely delicious. I love it. It's so good. I don't care too much for the sunflower seeds, I think, that are in here. But then again, I don't care much for nuts in general. So, but other than that, it's really, really good, and I actually kind of want more.
Hear ye, hear ye. Welcome, one and all. Pleasure that I introduce our lady of the castle and our host today. Her story started with a once upon a time, and through kindness, warmth, hope, and the belief in the impossible, she found her happily ever after. Please join me in welcoming Cinderella.
It's really nice to see Cinderella, but this is low-key kind of awkward.
She's mouthing.
Yeah, she's mouthing words. She's very pretty though. Alrighty, our entrees have arrived. Look at that. The chicken looks absolutely delicious. It's got French fried onions on top, it looks like, some green beans, and mashed potatoes. And Coda, she's got the seared salmon on spatula. Is that what that is?
Yep.
Is it good? I know you already started munching on it a little bit.
Picking on the outside.
We already got our pictures and everything, so if you guys follow us on Instagram or on Twitter, you'll be able to see those pictures very, very soon. But yeah, looks absolutely delicious. The presentation's really good, but you can make food look pretty all you want. What matters is how it tastes. Well, I'm sure you guys are anxiously awaiting a review of what we ate, but I think an empty plate, an almost clean plate, should say what I have to say. It was fantastic. It was delicious, absolutely delicious. And Coda, pretty much done with hers too. She's got a little bit of salmon left, but you know, she really enjoyed it. I didn't care too much for what she got. The salmon itself was good, but I didn't care for the spatzel and the sauce that was underneath it. But
I'm also not a huge fan of German food.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm not a huge fan of German food. But the salmon was really good. I'd have the salmon again with a little bit that I had of it. But other than that, everything else was delicious. Absolutely fantastic. Alrighty, so we finally have dessert. I got the Clock Strikes 12. Can't remember exactly what it is. It's like chocolate mousse with like raspberry something, but it's even got glitter on it, which is
yummy plastic.
It's got glitter on it, which looks really cool. I'm not sure if this flower is edible, but Coda has it too, and she got the coffee pot something another. Not entirely sure what it is either. Yeah. She's also got a little bit of nature on hers, so I'm gonna let her have that, and we're gonna go ahead and dig in.
Here you go.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have. Thank you. You just plussed up my dish. Another $10. Okay, so we're trying to debate if we can eat the nature.
Eat the nature.
Because, you know, Coda's saying that, you know, supposedly, according to Gordon Ramsay, don't put anything on the plate that isn't edible. Which I guess is very valid. Watch all the managers run over. No! Yeah, 0 out of 10. Would not recommend.
What's it taste like?
It tastes like a flower. It tastes like the smell of flour. I don't know what else you expect. But no, definitely would not recommend eating the nature.
Eat it with some chocolate.
It's not going to make it any more edible.
And it's chocolate.
Raspberry. This is the proper kind of nature.
Put it in the other raspberry.
No.
Ball it up.
No. Just in case you guys are curious, this is the cross section of the Clock Strikes 12. It's just straight up chocolate mousse. Everything else is really delicious. The raspberries are good. I haven't tried the raspberry sauce yet, but this is the end result of me trying to cut the, you know, Clock Strikes 12s in half. And also, I tried a little bit of Coda's coffee thing, and I don't care much for coffee. And I thought it was personally gross. I felt like I just had my way with a coffee bean in my mouth. But at the very bottom of it, it's like fruit, and we believe it's mango? Coda looks confused. What are you thinking?
The coffee and the fruit. It's not bad, but it's not a combination I would put together.
But
I'm conflicted, man.
You're conflicted? Alrighty, so I mean, me personally, I don't care too much for it because I don't really like coffee much at all. But, you know, Coda's still eating it, and Coda enjoys coffee, so I feel like if you enjoy coffee, then you'll have a good time. Would you get it again, though?
I think if we were to come back, I'd probably try the cheesecake.
The cheesecake?
Instead.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. So one of the families by the window left, so I'm taking this opportunity to show you guys the view that you get when you're sitting by the window. You get right back here in Fantasyland. So it looks absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful day outside, by the way. But yeah, you get a nice little view here. Okay, so Coda seems to enjoy this coffee pot thing, but in the words of my favorite chef, Gordon Ramsay, it looks like a baby's diaper. I wouldn't even feed this to my dog. It honestly looks disgusting. Like, it's gonna go in looking like this, and I guarantee you it's gonna come out looking the same way. Like, this cannot be good for your bowels. Okay, so in the interest of being 100% transparent with you guys, this is our receipt. And you can see it came out to $62 a person for this, and we did get an annual pass holder discount. Now, this was not applied when we first booked the reservation, so they applied it now, and it came out to $141.18, and $13.20 is what went back into my card that I used to pay for this meal. So just so you know, for 2 people, if you're an annual pass holder, is $141. Another thing worth noting is that 18% gratuity is already taken out. So that's the tip for the waiter, so you don't need to leave anything else if you don't want to. Okay, just want to give you guys an overall look at the restaurant, and what I mostly wanted to focus on was the center over here, and you can see how close the tables kind of are to each other, which, you know, it's a little weird, and compared to other dining locations that we've been to since the reopening, they've never been that close together. They've always been more spaced out apart, which is, you know, take that as you will. But we come scrolling up over here, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely lovely in here. It's a lot smaller than I was anticipating. You don't see too many videos showing the overall size of this place, but my back is almost literally up against the wall. There's nothing behind me, and this is the extent of the tables that are in here. So in case you guys are wondering why it's so difficult to get a reservation here, is that like there's like 10 tables in here. I'm exaggerating, but you know, there's very few tables in here. Alrighty, time to head on out. Thank you.
Did you enjoy your dining experience, family?
Yes, we did. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Alrighty. And time to christen the restrooms. I've never been in here before. We are going to take a poop in the castle. My lord. A wee bit of a tight squeeze getting out of here.
Look at the carpet. Look at all the glitter.
Yeah, there's so much glitter. What gives? Goodness me. Thank you. Alrighty. Heading on out through the exit only. Yep, gotta get our hand sanitizer. Alright guys, well, we just got done having lunch at Cinderella's Royal Table. Overall, it was really good. Overall, it was really, really good. I have some more thoughts on our meal experience that I'm going to discuss later at home, but for right now, we're going to enjoy the rest of our day at the Magic Kingdom. That is going to be in a complete separate video that's probably going to come out within the next few days. When that video does come out, I will leave a link to that video in the description below, and I will put a link up in the corner so that you guys can check that out. So, I'll see you guys at home. So we are back home finally from the Magic Kingdom, and we had a fantastic lunch at Cinderella's Royal Table. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's actually a few days after the fact that we filmed that video from Cinderella's Royal Table, so we've had quite a few days to process exactly what we had at Cinderella's Royal Table and our thoughts on it. So I'm sure you guys are all curious to know what we're thinking. You know, was Cinderella's Royal Table worth it? Or is it just overhyped, and is it basically an overrated restaurant? So to keep things short and sweet, I think it's overrated. I honestly do think that it's overrated. Yeah, it is nice to go inside the castle, and to say that you had dinner or lunch inside the castle is something really cool to say that not everyone gets the opportunity to say, because it is a pretty expensive meal. And also, what I want to mention is that I don't think I had mentioned it in the video earlier. They reduced the price by not much, by like less than $10, but because this is normally a character meal with princesses walking around coming right up to your table, they're obviously not able to do that now because we are in the era of COVID. So they reduced the price by a little bit, and the food is still the same from what I hear and everything. And we only had Cinderella come out and awkwardly, you know, walk around and wave, and it was so quiet in there. That's what made it really, really awkward. And she was just mouthing words like, I don't know. I mean, the food itself I thought was pretty good. Is it worth $154 for 2 people good? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There are definitely some other places on property where you can get food that's better, honestly, for cheaper. So you're obviously paying a lot for the atmosphere and the ambiance that you're in. And do I think that it's worth it to go now? No. I honestly don't think that it's worth it to pay that much for just 2 people. And I can imagine there are people that have families of like 4 or 5 people that go, and I can only imagine how expensive that must be. And then especially now in the age of COVID, where everything is so reduced and you don't have the character interactions that you're probably used to at Cinderella's Royal Table, it's definitely not worth it right now. Please do not waste your money and go to Cinderella's Royal Table right now. Maybe when the pandemic is over and we do get the character interactions, we can go back and we can give you guys an honest review of what the whole situation is like with the princesses and say if it's worth the money. But honestly, then, like, the price was reduced by like less than $10, and we don't feel like it's worth it now. I can only imagine if they increase the price back to where it was, plus the added princess interaction. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you would get more value for your money if you're really looking for princess interactions to go to Akershoes over in the Norway Pavilion in Epcot, because you can get princess interactions over there. Once, obviously, the pandemic is over, you would be able to get those interactions that you might want for probably a lesser price. I would have to do some research on that. So let me know if you guys want us to eat at Akershoes down in the comment section below once the pandemic is over, and we'll give you guys our honest thoughts as to whether or not that is a adequate substitute for that. But again, obviously you're paying for the ambiance and the atmosphere and to being able to say that you ate at the Cinderella's castle. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it from us. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought of our experience. Have you guys ever eaten at Cinderella's Royal Table before? What was your experience, and did you guys personally think that it was worth it? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you're new around here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Get notified whenever I upload a new video like this in the future. If you enjoyed the video, then please consider leaving a like down below. If you want to get a shout out in each and every single one of our videos, then please hit that join button down below and become a tier 3 member of the Express Squad today. Thank you guys again so much for watching today's video. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.